Welcome back, people. Welcome back to another live stream, another transfer video. More Lukaku talk coming in today, and plenty of other topics to discuss as well. Rudiger's finally gone off to Real Madrid. Sad times. The Dembele situation looks to be at the same level of Koundé in terms of it's a matter of when and not if he joins, but we're going to delve into that as well. There's also a few topics on Lautaro Martinez, but I don't think that's going to be too much to discuss. And yeah, other than that, like, sure there'll be plenty of other topics to get into or something to waffle about. But yeah, big up everyone that's locked it. Fucking hell, guy got bagged on. All right, if you want the link, bruv,
No.
I think I've got you on Instagram, so I'll send you a link through Instagram. But yeah, big up everyone.
Are we shocked by that?
I wonder what that was for. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Mike's echoing. I forgot. I need to switch the lever. But yeah, we're back to normal.
What did you do wrong, Kai?
Kai's a daily TOS breaker.
Big up the Blue Lounge.
Big up,
everyone. Smash the like and subscribe button. Let's try and get us to 100 likes within the first 5 minutes of stream, because right now, and yeah, that's not enough, guys. So yeah, let's smash the like and subscribe button. And let's get into the stream. Jesters, I'm going to start off with you. I know you're in a good mood today. What are you telling me, bro?
I'm flying high today, brother. We got the Oust coming in. The Oust is trademarked by Have Hope International. Please don't use that name without the written permission. Sorry, I just had to put some legal disclaimer in there. But yeah, Dembele's coming in to solve our creativity problems from the front. Koundé's coming in to replace people that don't know what team to actually play for. They want to go off to a retirement village over there in Spain. So, yeah, I'm happy. Last night, U.S. men's national team just smacked Morocco. They suck. They're going out in the group stages. They're terrible. And Hakimi didn't even look bothered. Got pocketed by Fulham's left back, and then get pocketed by a 19-year-old that plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga. So sounds like a good day. Let's go.
Sounds like it's been a great day. Perfect. Let's get into it. Fata, what are you saying, bro? Hope you enjoyed the game yesterday.
Yeah, good. I literally just woke up, so I'm not feeling that fresh yet. But yeah,
you have that not so fresh feeling. They make a product for that.
Literally, like, I went to bed like around 8 a.m. and literally woke up like 5 minutes ago.
And you can buy it on the summer's eve.
Yeah.
Fata half asleep. Imagine my shock. Never saw that.
He's never sleepy.
Yeah, never seen that one coming.
The Bundesliga.
Big up yourself, Fata. Josh, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man, doing well. Some good news this morning, it sounds like. So hopefully we'll get that across the line in the next, couple of a day or two or whatever it takes. But yeah, like Jess said, big game, big win last night for the USMT. Looked really good against Morocco. Yeah, aside from that, the games yesterday, not a lot going on. Just kind of ready to get some transfer business done. That's really our goal right now. So
let's go, Chris. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I want to say you're welcome to the chat, like starting this show quicker with my F1 talks.
Yeah, thank you for that. It was very insightful, bro. I'll set up one of those lost on me, but thank you for that anyway, bro. Scott, what are you saying, man? You all good?
Yeah, not too bad. Looking forward to hearing some more takes again today. Can't wait to see where they come from. Apart from that, I'm all good.
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comment section who you expect the bad takes to come from. Fuck it. Let's stir the pot a little bit. Declared, what are you saying, bro?
Big up everyone, big up chat. Lewis, just read some books and thought I'd come on the stream, take a break. And chat's already all over it. So yeah, we're going to glory in the same things we're gloried about.
Yeah, big up yourself, man. Speaking of books as well, last but not least, Alex, what are you saying, man? You all good?
Alex looks like he's reading a book already.
Yeah, I'm all dived in the books and tried to read the book, learn my ABDs.
You read any Harry Potter books?
Harry Potter books?
Yeah.
No, I'm like a little bit more grow up. I have to go back to Dostoevsky or Lev Tolstoy or something that actually gonna bring me knowledge, not the Harry Potter. But
you don't want to learn some magic tricks, mad.
well,
No, I thought he was talking about how to grow marijuana.
Patches in Harry Potter.
I'll leave
my
that
pot,
to
Harry.
Scott.
That's for
text.
By the way, hey, Harry Potter's for Liverpool fans. Very believe in magic, and that's why as soon as they win something, it's quad talks and.
Anyway, big up everybody. I need to say something based because of yesterday's stream. I need to apologize to the guy that made fun of as how do you say it?
Stutter.
Stutter. Apparently, it's his physical. Yeah. Apparently, that was his actual medical disability. I did not know that. I thought he stuttered because I put him in a corner. He's saying it's his medical disability. I don't know if it's true or not. So I'm not gonna look.
Yeah.
If it is, I am really sorry. I did not mean to do it in the way that I just was bantering you based on the football level. So your stutterness did not came up.
There he is, right there.
There he is. So, yes, bro.
My apologies to you, kid. It's all in the football thing. So my apologies for you for making fun of you as a starter. I didn't know it's your medical disability. So big up.
Big up yourself, do a scoped as well. What are you saying, my guy?
I'm good. It's good to see we got a couple dick riders in chat, but nonetheless, it's good to see everyone's here.
Raw. Man was sent for the chat before Alex did. That's crazy.
Wait, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, let's get straight into the transfer news. First one is the Dembele news that ES Grimes dropped, I think, earlier this morning or last night, something along the lines of that. Basically saying Dembele signs at the last minute at Chelsea, done deal, and majority of the timeline's taking it as gospel. I'm not too sure.
I don't really understand it, to be honest, why they're taking it as
I've seen a lot of people questioning ES Grimes over the last few hours now, so I'm not sure what side to take. I'm just relaying the news. So
I'm gonna clear this up real quick. Fabrizio Romano only reports done deals when the contract is signed and he knows 100% that the deal is done. Okay, big deal. That's not news. That's something that's actually happened. If you're going to be an investigative reporter, you look at things before they're actually done. She was the only one that had Lukaku to Chelsea last summer. Only one. Everybody else said, no, Inter's not going to sell. She said it's done. And everybody was like, Haaland all summer. Lukaku was done. She was the only one who had it. She has a 96% accuracy rating.
No, she doesn't.
96.
Like, she barely gets it wrong.
She's the same. Sorry, if we're doing this, then she's the same person who said Ronald Araujo was definitely not signing, and then he signed a new contract. She's the person that said that Klopp definitely wasn't signing a new contract, and then he signed a new contract. She's the person that said Ivan Perisic had agreed terms and was signing for us, and then he signed for Tottenham. She's the same person that said that Tchouaméni was definitely signing for us, and now looks to be going to Real Madrid. She's the same person that said absolutely.
She never says definitely.
She said she categorically 100% said.
See, again, Scott, you're putting words in there that don't actually exist.
She said
You
categorically
can agree with another club and still time for another.
Let me finish. She said categorically 100% there was no chance of Erling Haaland going to City, and he was definitely 100% guaranteed going to Real Madrid. When which person in this chat said that he was definitely going to City? Oh, it was me.
Okay, let me finish explaining before I get interrupted.
Yeah, Scott said that sounds about 4%, Scott.
When you're talking about deals that aren't done yet, they can change. You know, things change. When she reports something as of that date or as of the information that's out, she doesn't wait till deals are signed to say, "Oh, it's done. I'm 100% correct."
I have no issue.
What good does that do?
Then don't say she's no more reliable than any other journalist. No more reliable.
She's not a journalist.
She's no more reliable than anyone else. That's the thing.
That's not true.
By the way, who is Fabrizio Romano? Is journalist?
No.
Yes.
He's no more reliable than anyone else. Like that's fine to admit.
I'm asking Scott. Is Fabrizio Romano is journalist?
I'd say Matt Law's very reliable.
Scott, is Fabrizio Romano is a journalist?
Yes, I'd say so.
Okay, can you send me, please, of his credential as a journalist and who's he working for, please? Because there's a thing that people keep forgetting. There is a journalist actual registration process they go for. They go to school for. They go to everything that needs to be done as a journalist. It's not Psy that retweets bunch of shit that somebody else is actually doing. That's not. Tell me which club he's actually going to physically or calling to physically or any other on a Twitter that actually has credentials.
I'm just looking at Fabrizio's Wikipedia page. Says if attended university in Milan, started his football transfer journalist career when he was 18, after receiving inside information from an Italian agent at Barca regarding Icardi. And since joining Sky Sports Italy at age 19, he's created and built contacts with clubs, agents, and intermediaries all over Europe. So that's, I'm guessing, the backstory.
He is actually a journalist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, like, it's a journalist, but they have a restriction to specific things. You know what I'm saying? You can be credible as a journalist, but you can be credible in the state, in how you say it, in the places, for example, who he works for. Like Matt Law is actual reliable source that comes out of Chelsea, right? Does anybody agree with that? Is Fabrizio Romano more certainly better a journalist on the Italian league than any other league?
Probably.
Yep.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So you need to look at those things from that perspective. What journalist is based on what, and that's you can actually make sense of who we can actually rely on as so-called journalists or retweeters. So if what's her name, whoever you follow, Jester, is that person has a credible journalist credentials?
No.
Okay.
She's not.
She's not a journalist. I think like.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, stop saying the journalist or a Twitter person.
Right. I think when people think journalists, at least I do, when I hear the word journalist, I think somebody who like writes articles for a publication.
Always hit and miss, man. Like, what's the point?
That's the thing. She's hit and miss. That's the thing. She's no more reliable than everyone
That's
else.
why I'll rather Fabrizio wait till it's done deal and then say here we go. And then once it's here we go, then
again,
like even if it's old,
I'd rather wait and hear from DiMarzio or Fabrizio or Matt Law or someone like that who I know is credible most of the time. And yes, it will be wait until it's basically done before they say anything. But I'd rather wait from that rather than just spout nonsense 2 weeks ahead of when it's going to happen, and then it doesn't happen, and your credibility just goes in the bin.
That's exactly my point. Because journalists, you can see the journalists cannot make. Look, even journalists can be wrong. Like, look, it's not 100% deal until it's done. That's one thing. People can change. Like, everybody knew that William is going to Tottenham.
Liverpool and Tottenham.
You see what I'm saying? Like everybody thought that he was going. Does a journalist follows that William changed his underpants in the last minute? No. You see what I'm saying?
Like if she had reported, done deal with William to Tottenham, contracts agreed, terms agreed, he's headed for a medical, she would have been spot on. And then he changed his mind the last fucking second.
That's
the same thing with Mbappe. Like even Fabrizio was saying he's done to Madrid. Like Fabrizio, who's the tapping guy, was saying he's done to Madrid. He changed his mind at the last second and signed with PSG. Holland was going to Real Madrid. He refused to take certain medical tests that they wanted done. So he just went to City instead, like because they didn't put the same restrictions on him. Like all this shit is guesswork into the last second. Like she gets reports. These are the things she reports. Perisic probably did have terms with Chelsea on a certain contract. He decided at the end, I'd rather just go with the coach I know. I mean, like all these guys we're just reporting things that they're told by people that they trust, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like until you see.
Josh, which one matters though? Like you said, so they might be right when, let's say they saw that player over there and they go, it's actually happening, and let me report it, but it doesn't happen. No one really cares that it was close or it was lingering around. People just care is because that if it's right, because we've been sold every time Transfer Times talks. There's so much crap out there, right? and we've been conditioned not to believe anything till the player's almost holding that shirt up. And so if someone actually is right, and that person was about to sign, it didn't happen, it just gets bundled in with all the other bullshit out there.
Exactly.
But it wasn't bullshit at the time, is what I'm saying. Like, like even the Tchouaméni thing, like Tchouaméni last year, they had a personal terms agreed with Chelsea. Chelsea didn't want to pay the clause to get him last season. So to say Chelsea had agreements and deals with Tchouaméni is not wrong. Now, Tchouaméni obviously is good. This season, the price went up, and Real Madrid are trying to not have to pay the full 80. But if they want him, that's what they'll have to pay. And then who knows what's going to happen with Tchouaméni because he hasn't signed anything yet.
Another
so
thing,
to say,
Josh.
Do you think the wording's wrong, Josh, that they use?
Second.
Like, because when they see that, they say, "Oh, he's that person signing," rather than actually saying this person is close, is over here doing something, and you can assume that they might sign, rather than, you know, people like to say,
Just
this person's going over there because of.
Before you go, and I'll stop with that.
Yeah.
There's the two things you need to be thinking about this thing. It's all media. Media now, it's not about the truth. It's about who's first. And the people in the streams on Twitter respect those who saying who's first. Even Jester mentioned she's the only one that said that Lukaku 6 months before and blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying? It's not about the reliable. It's about the first. That's number one. Number two, it is possible when the player has personal agreement with as many clubs as he wants. At the end of he literally agrees with Liverpool, he agrees with Real Madrid, he agrees with Chelsea, but the clubs at the end, and then if they choose it. But that doesn't mean that they did not have personal terms with those previous clubs agreed, which is a lot of people posted as breaking news. I'm done.
Okay.
Right. Just before you go, Justin, I'm just going to read the one super chat. Dexter says, seems like Grimes has access to FIFA's transfer matching system. I actually need to look into that. I have no idea what that is. Just reports whatever's mentioned on there versus relying on In the Nose and TMS, which I'm not sure about, which is more reliable. I feel like with the likes of Fabrizio, it's like we said earlier, they don't announce it until either someone else has announced that it's done, or it's literally over the line, all the contracts are signed, and all that's awaiting is an official announcement from the club. So
that's because he gets paid. That's where he makes his money. Though he gets paid to do these announcements. These here we go.
No, it's because his reputation's so big now. He doesn't have to be the one that leaks it. He just has to hear it off someone else. But Jester's go for it. Like, you've been waiting to speak, so I'll give you the chance.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Is the difference on this one is she usually does not say done deal. She never said done deal on Haaland. She never said done deal Haaland going to Real Madrid. This time she tweeted done deal. Okay, that's not something she usually puts. So for me, I would rather listen to her than any ITKs, because you know what? Most of the ITKs follow her and steal what she says and puts it like it's their own stuff. They don't credit her for it. She's blocked so many ITKs because they just take her stuff and they present it as her own. Their own.
Why are you so sure? It's not
obviously,
the other way around.
You gotta know that.
Dates and times will tell that.
She usually posts her dates and times next to theirs to show mine came out 3 weeks earlier, and then here's the same thing.
By the way, who is she? Can somebody tell me?
She's Algerian and German. She lives in France, I believe.
No, I need her name.
I don't know.
I don't know her real name.
See that what Jester said. She lives in France, right? Is that what you said?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so she probably has somebody in Dembele's camp telling her that's probably a done deal. You know, some journalists got people from other people's camp leaking this message, transfers out. You know, so they just leak it to the first bidder. You never know. Sometimes money is involved in this. So obviously, not sometimes, probably money is involved. So the camp leaks it to the journalist, and the journalist breaks it first. Maybe she has a mole in there that just broke it to her first. And, you know, and she actually
says what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure her location's all fake. She's trying to keep
No. What I'm saying is, I can actually tell you that you can actually see which reporter is credible in which geographical location. Matt Lahr, good at Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano is best things done in Italy, right? Why she can be in France or somebody in Portugal? You can't be Fabrizio Romano when he tweets something about some other league beside it. I don't really pay attention. As long when he starts about Italy, I can see him because he's local there. He probably has more pull in Italy than anywhere else. Like, would you believe Matt Law when he's saying, "Oh, Portugal defender is about to sign for Real Madrid"? Nobody will believe that shit.
Dexter, how do you know so much about the transfer?
I think Fabrizio is a little bit different, because Fabrizio is now worldwide. He's not local anymore. So I think Fabrizio has connections in everywhere in the continent. So but Matt Law is like kind of I understand what you're talking about, Matt Law. So I mean, most of these guys, yeah, you're right. It's first come, first serve. Who breaks the news first? And I mean, do we believe Dembele is done? I mean, honestly, in our minds, we already thought it was done. I mean, or it was going to happen before she tweeted it out. I mean, just for someone to tweet it, just kind of feels our confirmation a little bit. I mean, that's the main thing about it.
I don't believe it's done.
Well, I think she has mentioned before on one of her tweets about this transfer marketing system that Dexter's talking about. Like, I think she has mentioned that she read this on that. I don't know if that's where she gets all of her information. I definitely think she does have access to that for however she does. But also Nazar tweeted like the same day that the talks have progressed and there could be a deal within the next 48 hours for Dembele. Then she posted this morning that the deal is done. So it's very possible that the deal is done. Like,
yeah, it's very, very possible. I mean, it's not like a far-fetched thing to say. You know what I mean?
With the Dembele thing, I will say that this isn't the biggest, it's not like the most out there tweet or the most out there thing to say. He has literally two options at the minute. With everything that's been reported, he has two options: either stay at Barca or come to us. Because he's not going PSG from everything that's being reported. He's not going anywhere else. It's literally also Barca. And by the looks of things, he ain't going to stay Barca because they're not paying him what he wants.
So it's apparently Barca can't even afford money to register new players, which
exactly, and I think they'd rather.
He's still not coming back here, bro.
Hey, until I see the Comunicado Official like we saw for our dearly departed Antonio Rudiger today, then it's all to play for.
Hey,
I don't make the news. I just
Lewis, you've got 28 days, man. You've got 28 days. So...
Yeah, 28 days until, well, the guy's still a free agent if Barca haven't sorted out their issues by then. Who the fuck's in the kit there to do a scope? Alright, cool. Right, so Cameron Weeks says, is reports and rumours of Chelsea wanting to Lukaku to go to Bayern for a deal for Lewandowski true? And do you think any swap deals with players will happen? I did see this. We were going to report on this as well. I think it was Tutto Sport via SempreInter.com that said Chelsea are more keen for Lukaku to join Bayern instead of Inter, as it might aid their pursuit of Robert Lewandowski. I don't know if it means that there could potentially be like a swap deal or you add cash into the deal, but if you do, I'm not sure what club is the one adding the cash, because with Lewandowski, you've got the quality and the ability there, but with Lukaku, you also have the years on top of him too. So I'm really not sure where the cash comes in on this side.
I would imagine they would be paying us.
So Bayern would be doing Lewandowski in cash.
Yeah, that ain't
I mean, that's a great deal.
It has to be Lewandowski in cash because, I mean, my bad, go ahead.
Get that across the line.
I mean, because, I mean, I feel like Lewandowski, as already said, is not happy in Bayern. They're already kind of break contract. You have to, like...
I think we could say the same
thing about that comes out.
Not coming to us, and certainly not for Lukaku, and then they give us money as well.
Well, he's on his last year of his deal, and he's valued at about 30 million. I'd say Lukaku is valued at more.
I'm just saying, like, if the reports are true that they want Lukaku,
Lukaku doesn't fit that system in any way, shape, or form. He also,
just to say as well, before we go any further, guys, we've got over 500 in here and under 100 likes. Guys, please smash the like button. Like, we've got less than a fifth of you guys like in here. Go on, Scott.
Sorry,
I say he's not joining them like in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, they'd sooner take Werner than they would Lukaku. Like if you told me it was the case of a swap deal, Lukaku for Werner, sorry, not Lukaku, Lewandowski for Werner, I'd sooner believe that than this.
They've won that league 10 years in a row.
I will believe that more than he will not fit the system, because I don't believe anything Scott said about somebody is not fitting nobody's system.
I do believe though Werner suits Bayern Munich a lot more.
I know that.
Hold on, we got Darth Maul on here. What the hell?
Who's that? Whose mic just fucked up there?
I mean,
why?
Like they've won that league 10 years in a row. I don't even know if it matters what system they play.
Exactly. Like, there's nobody challenging them.
Yeah.
Plus that league is so open. He will have enough space to bag goals.
And Timo in Champions League does
I
really
forgot
well
his name.
well.
That coach is kind of like on
on
a lifeline this season.
Nagelsmann?
Nagelsmann, yeah. And I mean, we if you take Leipzig, yeah, I can't see Lukaku going and playing the way he wanted to play.
No, I think Lukaku could do well at PSG though.
I'll tell you where he goes. Inter is still playing the Conte way. Simone went there and kept it very much the same. And they got Dzeko, who started well, but he's 36 years old and he's struggling. They are missing that big striker, and that's the problem they're having. Martinez is there, doing well, and some of the players chipping in. But that big focal point, that big hole that Lukaku left, they thought they could fill it with Dzeko, but he can't play every game. And he's only got 13 goals there, if I remember right. So Lukaku would be a massive boost on what they were doing when Conte was there, and they're still playing the same way. So they want Lukaku very much fits the way they were playing, and they saw they've seen it. It's not even a guess. So he'll just hit the ground running. So
good for
Inter
Lukaku.
Would have a massive.
Happens, but
he'll ball out.
And then
people can't get upset. He'll ball out there. But that's what it is. He came out.
And the thing is, like,
down
I'm happy for us to give him back. To, like, if we're talking swap deals with Inter, then there's a few players that at Inter I'd take Bastoni for a swap deal because I know they want to get rid of him.
Yeah, but I think Martinez is a big key of Lukaku returning, so I wouldn't see them because they not only re-signed him, but Lukaku even in his interview talked massive praise, and when they played together, Martinez made him look really, really good as well. Did a lot of the work.
They
so
made
I think the biggest.
Really good.
All right, thanks, Chris. That would be the biggest key for him to return. So I wouldn't think it was a swap deal.
I don't think. By the way, he doesn't leave. By the way, this season.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris keeps still doing these F1 remarks. Partners.
F1. I'm not even talking about F1. I won't talk about F1.
Yeah, in F1, the partners help the other partner. That's like and they're both in it. They make each other.
Yeah, but they say, Martinez made Lukaku look good, but no one says that way around, though, do they?
But only one driver always gets the glory. It's the same way, Chris.
That's not always. No, that's not.
Yeah, it's always champagne's only one guy doing the champagne.
That's not always true.
Right, so Lautaro Martinez said regarding his links with Spurs and Chelsea that he really wants to stay at Inter next season. He hasn't received communications from the club as today, from either club, and he wants to continue at Inter Milan next season. Does sound like the same thing Lukaku said, but I do think the move for Martinez would be very
why would he need... Sorry, Lewis, why would he need communications? They just re-signed him last season. What communications do you need? You got like 4 years left on your contract.
Well, if the club wants to sell him, if the club wants to sell him.
Yeah, I think it depends. I know they want Dybala as well, and they can't afford to get him. I think
they're trying to get Dybala on a free. Well, like what again? What is he supposed to say? I love these stupid questions from journalists where they're like, "Oh, do you want to stay at your club that pays you right now, currently that you're employed under?" And he's supposed to be like, "No, I can't wait to get out of here. Fuck this."
Why?
Like,
Did you hear something that my job is under threat? Why?
I mean, because some guys will tell them something completely mad that they didn't expect, but. Yeah,
plus, you forget the Lukaku interview.
He set that up though. That's the issue. Martinez didn't set up a press conference on international.
No, but Lukaku did, and he said to Martinez, "Wait, I'll be there."
Yeah.
No, I think the most poetic thing that could happen would be Lukaku goes back and Martinez leaves. I think that would be perfect.
And they get dumped in the middle of the table again.
Yeah.
Well,
is anybody actually worried about Dembele coming to Chelsea?
No, not at all.
What do you mean?
Slightly.
He was already looking on the right path, but like now we've got ES Grimes saying it's basically done, and she has been reliable in the past. That just adds to it.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about as a player injury.
Oh,
have you seen his hamstring reports? He gets hamstring injuries, and he's out for months.
But
that's how hamstrings get healed.
Well, hold on.
3 to 6 weeks hamstrings get healed.
Yeah, but he gets bad ones. It takes him 2 months to come back.
He gets the ruptures ones. Oh.
Yeah, so and people think, oh well, Barca must have not had a good medical team. Regardless of the point, damage is done. Damage is done. He's not getting new hammies. There's compounding injuries.
He's not the safest player to build
pretty much every game since January for them.
Look, do you know how actually muscle injuries become chronicle? If you take too many medical things to heal those, muscles and ligaments actually became less durable. One of the medications to treat those kind of things are anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory in the short terms are okay, but if you're using them too many times, they actually worsen the injury.
Yeah, scar tissue.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why things like hamstring, and if it's in the chronic form, that means could mean a couple of things. Not only that the player is keep getting those injuries, it means that the medical team did not properly taken care of it. That other could be other issues.
That's why Haaland didn't go to Real Madrid, by the way, because they were shooting his ankle up full of anti-inflammatory so he could play. He's got ligament damage in his ankle, and he's already had he's missed 26 games. So
isn't he going for surgery in the summer?
I don't know if he has to have surgery or not. That's up to City and him. I don't know how bad his injury to his ankle was. He was playing on anti-inflammatories. That's not good. As far as Barca's medical staff, if you look at their injury record over the past 2 years, and you look at our injury record over the past 2 years, they have triple the amount of games missed. So yes, Barca's medical staff is terrible.
Oh, but it's not the point I was making. I'm saying the damage is done. Like, it's not like like the medical team was bad, so we got a good medical team and he's not going to get injuries. The damage is done. He's still going to be injury prone, and he's coming to a more physical league.
I think it's worth the risk because we are getting for free, so it's not like a risk thing.
Yeah, I think with the way we play and the league is coming into, I think it might be a controversial statement, but he may have to do just a lot less and just be more instructed in not being given so much of a free role. So what?
You're just hindering him at that point. It's like, what's the point of bringing him in if you're just gonna his best moments, or he plays best when you give him freedom and allow him to do the things that he's good at, which is you take away the injury, you look in terms of ability, he's probably top, in terms of ability, top 5 wingers in the world.
No, I get all that.
Fucked him.
I get all that, but
that's what Tuchel does. He
I get
trains
that.
midfield defense and let the forwards express themselves.
That's what he does.
No, I get that, but when you watch him and when he's taking on 2 or 3 players at a time, or hugging the touchline and trying to beat players, if he comes in a Chelsea team, he's hardly going to play so similar to that. He may be given a much more instructed role, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Well, we can't also forget that he's played for this manager before, so I think he knows what's going to be required.
But I'm more on the Claire side of it. The damage is done. It's not irreversible thing. It's surgery and the proper thing to remove the scar tissue and add muscles to it. I don't know if he's done that or not.
No, I get that, and I agree with that. But I'm just saying, if he's coming to Chelsea, we could adapt his play style in a way that it may. I have no evidence to back this up, but it may lessen the impact of certain tackles or injuries, and we may get him for much longer.
Well, that's looking for the. Go ahead, Jester. You want to say something?
Yeah, but let's not forget we have 5 substitutions next season.
Yeah.
And that's going to take a lot of mileage off of these players' legs. Which what happens is we're talking about young players with muscle injuries. But yeah, here's the thing: they play all the time. They've been playing since they were 8 years old. All the time.
They're going to play a lot more games.
Okay. Let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead, Jess.
So they're getting into their adult years, and their body is finally getting to where it's going to be for the rest of their lives. And so they're still growing,
No, but it's a unique season. I mean, there's a World Cup in between.
Yeah, but we're going to stay with the 5 substitutions. It's going to be a permanent rule.
Yeah, and I think there's like a month off before the World Cup starts after they break for the season.
No.
I think they have a month.
No.
It doesn't go straight into the World Cup. I'm almost positive there's a gap.
It's like a week.
A couple weeks.
A week, actually, yeah.
Yeah,
a
10
week
days
or 2, yeah. That's a camp. They have to have a camp before.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad.
So still talking here. So once they become adults and they're in their adult bodies, some of those muscle injuries will start going away because they're now fully grown. Their muscles are fully grown, and they're not. It's just another factor you take out. You put in top nutrition and a quality physio, and you can mitigate a lot of those things. You've seen that from players before, being injury prone at one team, go to another team and never have an injury. So Dembele is 24 years old. The injuries will start going away, especially if he trains properly, he gets proper nutrition, which, by the way, Chelsea's at the top of that stuff now. Number 1 nutrition team and everything else. So you have to factor all that stuff in. Again, he's not going to play
Lukaku's
90.
a great example of that.
He's not going to play. Well, that's on Lukaku.
You don't miss a
I was
single
going to say the
Okay,
point is not-
cleared. I'm going to give you.
Lukaku's
I'm going to give you a country
attack.
pun here for you. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So if
Look,
Lukaku wants to eat hamburgers
can make
instead
him
of
eat a lot
proper
of hay.
nutrition,
Lukaku's actually in great shape. I don't know where this
I'd say
comes
he's
from.
not out of shape.
Yeah.
and the only reason he got out of shape is because he had an injury and couldn't train.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
So let's be realistic. I know you want to. Everybody wants to throw bars and shade at everybody that talks on here, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
You-
No, I was just going off. Did you remember
There's a
everyone was saying he
there's-
put on weight?
There's a question
about
in chat
mid-season?
for you, Jester. There's a question in the chat for you. Where's all that
Of
for
course
show?
you spot it.
was all what for show?
Injury thing, like he will grow and he will not have
He doesn't
those
rate
injuries.
Chow
I
at all,
kill
though.
it. No.
Well-
The guy asked why
Might
did
blossom
you-
into a good player.
Yeah, but tendons are a different story than ligaments and muscle. You start getting tendon injuries because tendons they can become a weak point. Look, if his tendons are not long enough, that Achilles tendon is not long enough for the size of his I think it's femur, then again, that's something that's always going to have strain and is more likely to pop. You know what Osgood Slaughters is? Anybody know what Osgood Slaughters
I've
is?
got it.
Sounds
Okay,
like good steakhouse.
that's because your bones outgrew your tendons and ligaments in your knee, right?
Possibly. I just know I've got it. I don't actually know what.
Yeah. Well, my daughter had it, and that's what it is. So sometimes that happens, and it's going to be a problem for him. So look, it is what it is. You can say, well, we don't want this guy, we don't want that guy. You want to throw shade at everybody. But in the end, we're trying to bring you firsthand information from the best sources we can find. And you can either take it or say, no, it's not going to happen. Okay, well,
All the
we'll
thing
wait
I
and
can
see.
say about Dembele, I'm glad he's on free because if we're gonna invest a lot of money on it, that's a big gamble. But for free, I'll take the gamble.
We should have spent the 50
Daniel
million
also says, I think it leads into what we were saying earlier. How is an injury-prone Dembele going to fix our attack? Well, first off, in spite of the injuries, we're going to have a lot more creativity going forward, which is exactly what we've been missing.
Let me put it to you this way: he cannot be worse. He physically cannot be worse than what we've had.
In terms of finishing, it'll probably be at the same level. He hasn't had a lot of good finishing.
Yeah, no, finishing. I'm talking about from a creative standpoint, helping the attack. He can't be worse. He literally can't be worse than what we've had.
Yeah, but don't you think our expectation will be high for any attacker that comes in? And we need finishers more.
Well, it depends.
It's going to be.
It depends.
It depends. If we're talking finishers, then I don't think it should be. Our expectations shouldn't be high because our chance creation is terrible. If we're talking chance creators, then yes, because we need to improve in that area.
Yeah.
And I think, is he actually giving a high wage? Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say, is he actually giving a high wage at Charles? If not, then
yes,
I
he will.
He will because
what, over 200k?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
He will.
I would think
naturally, someone on a free transfer Yeah, naturally, someone on a free transfer gets a higher wage because
he wanted 250 at least to stay at Barca. If he's not offering, there's no reason why he wouldn't want the same if he was coming to us because he'd then just stay at
But 250 is not high wages actually.
Right. I mean, we got Malong Sarr on a free, and he's on 100K a week. So I'd say 250 is a bargain.
Look, it's not only about that. He can agree lower wages, but big bonus.
Big signing fee. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Give him a big bonus.
Yeah, big bonus.
Maybe.
But I think with that in mind, with the concerns about his injuries, would you guys be like open to having another right winger to play, or keeping, let's say, Ziyech?
Yes.
I definitely would buy anyone.
You already said two of Ziyech, Pulisic, and
Two or
Werner
one.
like to leave in the summer. 2 or 1, but
I was say, in terms of the attackers, I'd only get rid of one probably. I'd only get rid of Werner, to be honest.
Really, yeah, I think
he has to be good in a 4. Pulisic, he's been patchy this season, but
Pulisic I'd let go, but we're not going to get the interest. We're just not going to get the interest for Pulisic.
Yeah, because we're going to demand too much. And plus, I think he stays anyway because of the new American owners and the new marketing schemes that we're going to be trying to do.
What happened, Jeff? I thought he's going to Barcelona.
Who?
Pulisic.
Captain
America.
I
said, again, you guys
no, I'll
keep
troll
this
you on that.
bullshit.
You said he's going. But that's not the... that's not the dig. My dig was, I don't think we can keep Ziyech if Lukaku goes. There's no need for Ziyech.
I think Ziyech is gone.
I think
he wants to go himself.
Out Lukaku anyway.
No, but here's the thing. I think
if we move, hold on a second. If Lukaku leaves, that means that we don't go back to that kind of style ever. That means Ziyech is no reason for Ziyech to stay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Ziyech
he's
can
in the back 4 if we have a back 4 formation because I seen him back 4 and he plays really well there with Lukaku or not.
I think
why not go to a team where they play like that all the time? So that's what he's going to do.
No, but here's the thing. I think it's best if Ziyech stays as a backup option because I don't think any move from here. You don't go up from Chelsea for Ziyech because he's like 28, good bowling on 29. So I think as a backup role is his most promising thing. I think
he could go back to Ajax. He could go to United.
Why be a backup?
I would like to
he's
take
been here.
overlapping winger. I would like to take overlapping winger than inside forward at this point.
No, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're hoping that Dembele will be like our starting right winger. But if in the case of his injuries popping back up, we have Ziyech there, and I don't think you're going to get a better backup option than Ziyech.
So you don't think Callum is a better backup option than Ziyech?
Callum needs to get the fuck out. Like I've lost all patience with that.
But you guys got to take this into account. It might not even be up to the club.
That's getting clipped.
If you're asking me personally, loan him. But I don't mind even selling him for fuck's sake. I'm just done with him. But that's just me.
Hey. I have mad respect, more mad respect for you now to come out and say something like that because Chostan's going to be nipping at your heels.
Jester, I want your respect. He can go fuck off to Chelsea. I said it 2 years ago. Actually, 4 years ago.
Fuck off to Chelsea.
Wait, why would you say that 4 years ago?
Because when he first came on the scene, people were like twerking for him, and I didn't see nothing special.
He was tan. Yeah, he did have tan though. Like it looked like he had like promise in the band, but the injury happened, and after that, he fell apart.
No, he didn't fall apart. He was apart before he fell apart.
No, he only looked that good because our other options were Willian and Pedro. Like,
that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because I remember back then, I remember all the gas and the hype, and I was like, I don't want to say this now because I never say it before because I look like I'm jumping on the bandwagon. But I never saw the hype initially, but I just hopped on it because Willian and Pedro were so shit.
Same. To me, like, respectfully, Pedro was in decline, and Willian I just hated as a footballer at that point.
But Pedro had like 12 goals this year for Lazio.
Chelsea. When he came into the scene, he was
Serie A, though. Why do you think I ain't sold by the Tammy goals and shit? No, it's great for Pedro at his age. I'm happy for him. Like, Lazio wants him to work.
Whoa, that just came out. Or no, it was 3 hours ago. Mundo Deportivo.
I think it's a Barca source, isn't it?
Deportivo. Yeah,
what did they say?
There is still uncertainty over a deal for Robert Lewandowski at Barcelona, with a loan move for Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku now emerging as an alternative option for the Catalan club.
I don't want to hear any Barca news. They have no money.
I was going to say,
yeah, broke boys can't afford anyone.
They're struggling to register their own damn player. Literally, if there's any news about them, I'm not hearing it until they have money.
Yeah, Barca, get your money up, dickheads. Otherwise, you can't sign anyone.
By the way, I want now. If we cannot get to Tchouaméni, my new midfield should be De Jong and Basuma.
We're not getting two midfielders unless you're DMs.
My sources says we will.
Who's your sources?
Heinz 57.
Sheep.
Yeah. Sheep.
What
kind of magic
do you know what like my biggest issue with all of these players we're linked with is like we're getting linked with different players with different play styles, and it just looks like the same scattergun approach that we're looking to change. That's why half of these.
Are you in any way surprised? Why do you think I'm so like all the time on the notion of get these scouts and get Marina out? That news I saw the other day about her potentially leaving, bro, I'd nearly jumped for joy.
Yeah, Marina's doesn't scout. She doesn't say who they're going to sign, who they're not. All she does is contract negotiation.
Okay.
We have another dick right in chat with us.
Okay, hold on. If that's the case, if that's the case, why are we replacing her with an actual director of football?
Because she wants to go.
Replace her? No, but why wouldn't we just replace her?
Haven't we been asking for a director of football? We've been saying director of football. We need a director of football. She's leaving.
Scott,
and so the director of football doesn't have to share power with her
in the midfield.
Oh no, I like that. But I'm saying,
and again, if we're saying,
I agree with what Duar said about the scattergun approach of like we're looking at like all the midfielders we're looking at. They don't link the same profile at all, apart from like two or three.
Exactly.
They just
so it just makes me confused of like which style we're trying to play, or are we trying to find like replacements for our aging players, or are we trying a new approach? It's just I don't know what I'm looking for here.
I can explain it real quick. Some of the reported players we're linked to are players Tuchel wants, and some of them are long-term board signings. Okay, that's why there's such a variation on who we're linked with, because some of them are long-term targets from the board, and now you have Tommy Tuchel saying that now that he has a voice in who's coming in, who's not, because he's working with Todd Bowley directly, these are the ones he wants. So that's why there's such a variation in them.
So who's the board signings that you're referring to?
Well,
for midfielders.
Okay.
For midfielders.
Well, for midfielders, I haven't seen a lot of links from board signings from midfielders. But
Tchouaméni was the board signing.
Well, Tchouaméni was a long-term target. Supposedly, Koundé's a long-term target. But how many times have we been linked with Koulibaly? Have we ever been linked with Koulibaly
every year
before
since
Tommy Tuchel showed up?
Everybody links with Koulibaly every
year. We've been linked with him.
Koulibaly would be a board signing.
Well, and then we also can't say like we want to back Tuchel with the players that he wants, and then in the same breath say he's evaluating guys that we don't think are good enough. Like if these are the guys he wants, then we're all supposed to be backing this guy, right? Like these are the guys we want.
I can't lie with Tuchel. Some of the reports I've seen from some of the players he rates, I'm starting to question his talent ID a little bit. The fact that he reportedly wants people like Dujon Sterling. The fact he reportedly wants people like Dujon Sterling coming back into this team and giving him a chance is actually mental.
I think he said he wanted to look at him in pre-season. I don't think he said he wanted him back.
This is a guy who played half of a season with Blackpool. Why are we looking at him? Why?
But that's the same situation.
We do that every summer.
Hold on a second.
I can tell you why.
No. Hold on. When you're saying that sometimes the reporters asking the stupid questions, right? Why wouldn't you think Tuchel, some stupid reporter asked Tuchel a question? What do you think about the Dujon Sterling? And Tuchel had to answer it saying, like, look, I got to look at the kid in the summer.
Yeah.
So everybody, we get Dujon Sterling and was going to play for Chelsea.
That could be a board. That could be a board request too to Tuchel. Like, hey, Tuchel, we like these 2 or 3 young academy kids. Will you take a look at them in the preseason and see what you think? Like, this guy's been on like 2 or 3 loans now. We need to make a decision on his future. take a look at him in preseason. If you think he's good enough, maybe he can be a squad depth. If not, we'll try to sell him or move him on. Like, it's not that crazy to think like he would look at these kids in preseason.
Every summer.
By the way,
we look at all of them.
Yeah. By the way, another thing that people forget: I trust Tuchel more organizing a defense and midfield than I trust him with the forwards.
I agree with that.
So, if he wants to put somebody in defense, I will trust him more. Because
and also,
if he can make a good defense out of what shit that we had before with the midfield, he can build whatever he wants. Even Dijon Sterling, Scott.
All right.
Go ahead. Right wing back is a pretty niche position. You're not like blessed with seeing right wing backs in the transfer window. So for the fact that he's just a natural right wing back, I think gives him an advantage over most other players.
Sterling.
Dijon
Sterling, yeah.
He's not a wing back.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he played wing back for Blackpool.
If Dijon Sterling makes this team, he'll be playing right center back.
He won't. He'll be playing right wing back.
No, he'll be playing right wing back.
Okay.
He started as a wing back for Blackpool. He only played centre back.
You conceded too easy yesterday.
No, John, I'm not arguing.
And I think he played right wing back. I think
he played right center back last summer
in this last preseason.
Just as it's the thing he does where he just can't be bothered for the argument, which is fair enough.
Yeah, I can't be bothered because he's probably not going to make this team anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's arguing about nothing.
If you do look at him, though, it does say right back. So.
Andrew says, one sec, guys. Andrew says,
perfect.
One sec, guys. Andrew says, does Lewandowski want to come to Chelsea? Right now, his number one aim is Barcelona, but I think if Chelsea links become a lot more stronger, maybe there might be a bit more of a chance of him looking at. But I think number one priority for him is Barcelona. Daniel says 15 to 20 million sign-on plus 250 a week wages. I think that's Dembele's terms, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I haven't seen any
250, that would make him about our fourth or fifth highest earner, I think.
Yep.
Everybody's wages are going up this year.
Right. I think we have to kind of start to think differently about this wage structure. I think with the new owners, it's not going to be as tight as it was under Roman. Like, you're not going to be like, wow, we can't have this many guys on 100. Like, I don't think he's going to care as much about that as maybe Roman did.
No, Frosted, mine's firsthand knowledge. Mine's firsthand. So, not out of the books, it's firsthand.
Yeah, and for Alex works in a hospital.
Yeah, Alex is a paramedic. So
yeah. We got good amounts of knowledge on everything here in this stream. So yeah, we're very versatile. But big up yourself as well, Frosted. Right, so done the Lewandowski news. The Lautaro Martinez news weren't anything that deep. I think it's just a case of waiting to see whatever happens with Inter Milan, because Inter will be the number one option for Romelu Lukaku. But it all depends on if they reach Chelsea's valuation. Apparently, from what Simon Phillips is saying, where was it? Chelsea are not willing to sell Lukaku on the cheap. Don't be too shocked if Lukaku ends up staying put, at least for now. So there will be a strong amount of negotiations, at least between Inter and Chelsea, because Inter aren't looking to spend a lot of money, and Chelsea are going to try and recoup as much as they can. It's the same energy as with a lot of our other transfer flops in recent years. We're going to try and get as much as we can for Lukaku, and we're not going to settle for anything that's too much of a loss. So maybe you'll see something along the lines of an obligation to buy with a more lenient payment plan, but the overall fee is going to be something close to the 100 million. It all depends on what you see close as. I could see maybe 20 million off it, maybe 25, 30 at the max. But anything less than 70 million, I'd be very surprised if Chelsea actually accepted it.
Yeah. You know, Lewis, he took a pay cut too to go Inter from Man United. So, I mean, it goes to show he's probably willing to. He'll sacrifice if he really wants to.
No, yeah, he'll take a pay cut. That's already been confirmed.
He's taking a pay cut down to 150,000 pounds a week.
Yeah,
to go to Inter. That's the reported.
Yeah, that's what he did. He was getting 250 at Man United. Yeah, he was getting 250 at Man United, and he did the same thing.
To go back.
He's getting 375 with us, and he's going to go back to 125. Like, that's. Listen, I don't think there's any way.
But wasn't it that, what's it called? Inter were going to pay him 150 and we had to subsidize the rest. That was what I saw.
No, I read Chelsea aren't going to take any financial obligation on him if he goes on loan. They want like zero financial ties to him.
Okay, he's on 325, not 75. I thought so.
325. Okay, right.
Might be 75.
Well, 375 was
much
mad.
money. Let's just say that.
300 still mad.
Too
still.
much.
Too much money.
I don't see any way where he's on this team come start of the season, especially after another summer of trying to get out of here. I don't. They just cannot keep him around the
All
locker
depends
room.
on the amount. I could see him stay. I could just
I
see
want him
him
to stay
leave.
for another
I
season.
can't think that you'd want him in your dressing room at that point if you're the head coach. If you're the gaffer, you're like, get him out of my dressing room. I'd do something with him because he's just going to be a rot in the dressing room. If he doesn't get a
Depends on
move,
the level of toxicity. Like he did say as well, he would be open to making the Chelsea move work if he was here for another year. So you never know. He could try for the second year, but
Well, he
that's
has
all
to for the sake of his
speculation.
future.
Yeah.
If he doesn't play next year, anybody going to buy him the year after?
Exactly.
So
And
he has to make it
Chelsea
work.
will still be looking to recoup as much of the loss as possible. Big Ron says Lukaku going to do a Gallas play up to get the move. I don't think he would do something like that. And apparently, like the Gallas situation of him threatening to score own goals was a lie from the club anyway. So Gallas was probably innocent in that, and Lukaku definitely wouldn't be doing something like that either because he'd only nuke his own value. He needs to at least play well to try and push a move for himself if he wants to leave.
right?
Which
And you
might
got to
even
be able
be in
to
a good form towards the end of the season.
you got to be able to finish to score an own goal anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, he is our best finisher. Big up yourself, Chesters.
Y'all have a good one. I got to go get ready to make some money.
Yeah, no
Later
worries,
on.
man. You enjoy your day, bro. We'll chat to you on Monday or something. I don't know if I'm going to be live this weekend, but we move.
Oh, yeah, you're going out of town.
Yeah. We're traveling, so won't be
All
any
right,
streams till Sunday. But yeah, big up yourself anyway, Jesters. Take care of yourself.
Later.
Was there any other transfer news?
I was
Go
gonna
for
say,
it.
Didn't Tuchel say he has plans for Lukaku like a month ago or so, like an interview, like plans from next season?
Plans to take him to Inter. That's what he said.
yeah. Again, it's another one of those things where like, what's he supposed to say there? He's supposed to like, I mean, if he's gonna be
I
here,
understand.
if he's gonna want, and if he does end up being here, you can't say you got no plans for him and you want him out because then you're stuck with him in your dressing room again. So you got to kind of appease him a little bit. I mean, I don't even know if they've officially had a meeting this offseason yet or not, but
I remember, like, as well, like, the next game as well, after he said it, he did play the next game, and it was against Wolves, actually, and scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Like, he did really well. So, hopefully, they can just get along and...
It was good, like, it's again, like, there's teams that we were expecting to get results for. It's the same thing I've criticised Mount and Havertz for, like, not turning up enough against the bigger sides, and same thing goes for Lukaku,
No one
too.
turned up really against that Wolves game, though, but him.
Yeah, but
Pulisic as well. I thought Pulisic played well.
Yeah, he played okay. Yeah, I thought he.
Other than that, yeah, everyone else is just a bit mid, to be honest.
Yeah, watch those games.
What?
That played yesterday. You watched
No.
those games?
I watched parts.
So why
of
did you? So why did you posted the Jorginho 7.5?
Please tell me.
You want to know why? One word: agenda. Agenda must run.
I know. I thought it was different.
Are we talking about last night?
No, I thought it was different word.
Fata watched the game.
It wasn't different word.
Agenda, bruv. Agenda happy run.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So your vacation, you're out of town doesn't have nothing to do with that thing.
No, I was already out of town before that.
Okay.
I would have actually watched.
By the way, why did you post it the first, not the throughout the whole game, not just the partial game when he was rated?
Because I only watched parts of it. Like, so just got got bothered.
Bro, he wasn't that bad. I'll be real. Like, he was the best out of the bad bunch.
Fata was there, to be honest. So take his word for it.
I don't take Fata's credibility. Fata does unspeakable things.
Bro, honestly,
people
like,
don't watch.
I was there. I can tell you this. I can see the right hand side and that Italy side getting cold.
You can see the right hand side.
Right hand side, the Bonucci, Chiellini, their finish. I don't mind about them. I think Di Lorenzo, he's not a right wing back in my opinion. Spinazzola, when he came on, he's not the same as well. Like after the ACL, and they got fucking Andrea Belotti up front with Bernardeschi playing as a number 10.
So
yeah,
looking
Mancini
for
out.
Madrid.
Put Jorginho in charge. He can manage and play. Fuck it.
Anyway, just a little bit of trolling. By the way, did anybody see Billy Gilmore and McCaffrey in the same picture?
No. What happened with Billy Gilmore? Because I know Scotland.
He got spinned out against Ukraine.
Oh, what? Ukraine done him up?
No, was it Ukraine? Yeah, Ukraine. 3-1, right? Where's the sheep master? Chris, did you watch the game? Oh, you Welsh. Never mind.
Oh, for fun! Why do you always mistake Scotland for Wales?
Because it's the same thing, different mountain.
Fucking hell, man.
But what I was gonna by the way, what's I wish what's his name didn't left, Jester didn't left, because I wanted to know if what's that friendship between Hakimi and Pulisic all of a sudden, like, are they besties? Like, did they play before together or no?
A Dortmund
they played Dortmund.
I don't think so.
Were they there at the same time?
Yeah, they did play. They would have been at Dortmund at the same time.
Yeah,
was it 1 year, or because I know he went to Dortmund on loan, but I don't know if it was 1 year or 2 years, because the second year he didn't play with Hakimi.
Yeah. Well, they're both at Dortmund. I'm not sure if it crossed over, but you must have.
Because the way on the picture is like, wow, that's even stranger, even stranger than Fatur and Timo Werner. Like the relationship. Or even worse,
hostage picture.
Class ref.
Hey, where's Klaas?
It's been a minute since we've seen Klaas Ref. Hope he's still alive and well.
Maybe he's running his transfer Twitter.
He's trying to find where Werner lives.
Well, why wouldn't he ask Fata? Fatur.
No, Fata wouldn't know.
Yeah.
He might do.
I would be surprised if your missus will not know where Jorginho lives.
What, bruv? How big do you think this obsession is? Fucking hell. Right. Is there?
She has this obsession with him, man. She has a crush.
Favorite players.
Well, he's in London.
Man, let's not call it a crush, bro. Let's not do that. trying to get me all rattled and shit. Fuck's sake. Right. So, any other transfer news? Because I actually don't think there's much else here.
You know who looked good? Di Maria, man, last night.
Di Maria fucking balled out.
He was the one that made the Premier. He's the one that made team PSG go to the final season before.
Yeah,
he's the one.
He's so underrated.
And he's so underrated. He's so underrated. I always like him. I just don't think he's pretty enough. His face is ugly. That's why he's not.
That's what Real Madrid said.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't care about your face. But you say that volley connected too?
That's why. No, that's why Bale is not so like. Well, there is such a thing like
marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can market a player that looks good in that. Yeah, I get that, but I don't care about that. I mean, that department does.
I do. I don't want to fugly people at Chelsea.
Josh, I don't care exactly. You just score goals.
Why are you shaking there with your hand under the table? I know that. But when you were shaking before, your hand was under it. I didn't see the bottle when you were shaking it.
No, Bastoni.
I'll hide it under the table next time.
My milkshake. Now it's just a sound, Josh.
I didn't see a lot of Bastoni yesterday. Spinazzola wasn't the same player after the ACL.
Oh, there was one thing that I was gonna ask people. What do you think of that? Todd Bailey wants to put some former players into the board. We never, you never made it.
That's a shit idea.
Yeah.
Shit idea?
Balak's
name's been.
I knew Scott was gonna hate that.
It actually depends who they are.
Why,
if we're talking like,
why do you think Scott?
If we're talking like Balak, then calm. If we're if we're talking like Terry or Lampard or people like that, then no.
What makes Balak
people
different?
like that?
Like I don't get the purpose.
Those
for
people
any
has
players.
a career. Those people have a career.
I think it would
but
be
I
a
want guys that have been
Lampard.
in the business for a long time that have. that have got like
yeah. What do you think?
the
John
job.
Terry is gonna drop the coaching and go as a board member?
God, I hope not. Let him stay as a
No,
coach.
I'm saying like you put those like you don't like those specific ones, or you don't like the whole idea of it.
Both. I don't particularly like the whole idea because
Can you
for me, again,
care
it's
to
the same
explain?
reason. It's the same reason I don't like the fact that like as decent as he's been for us, I don't like the fact that Czech is like he's the technical director, quote unquote. And
he's
it's the same reason I don't like the fact that we kept Lampard on for more than a year. It's this idea that we're just giving these former players, quote unquote, work experience. Like this is they should be doing this. Like, no offense to the clubs I'm about to mention, but they should be doing this at clubs like Norwich, Bournemouth, West Brom, Sheffield United, teams like that. We should not be giving these like former players work experience. Like they should be going and learning their craft
Don't you
elsewhere.
think Czech's done okay though?
He's done okay, but I want better. He should be learning off someone. He shouldn't be. This shouldn't be the first job he's done. He should be learning off someone. He should be learning off an Edwards, a Campos, a Berta, a whoever else. He should be learning off someone. And it's the same way. I don't want former players on the board.
That's not what I'm talking about. Board member is different than a coaching staff.
Yeah.
I understand.
Do you
that.
understand? You don't. Apparently, you
don't. Because I still don't want former players on the board unless they have experience being on the board.
Well, it depends on. It depends on like what's the role, what's the ask.
Like if that's what I was going to ask. What Josh said.
Like here's what buffers
they're not going to be technical directors. Maybe they're just looking out for the best interest of the club.
Exactly. Right. You people keep saying like, "What's our identity? What's our identity?" Man City has identity. Manchester United has identity. Every person in the former clubs or never, they used to use their own players to be on the board. Look at Arsenal. Oh, look at Manchester United. What's that? Whatever guy.
Sorry, you've used the worst argument. United
when
are
you went to say Arsenal, you got stiff.
Sorry, United are a perfect example of why you don't do that because they've got Darren Fletcher, who's a member of the board. They've got Mick Phelan.
He's not a member of the board.
Yes, he is. A lie. He's up high and he's at a level. He's above the manager.
No,
he is.
No. Wasn't he on the coaching staff?
No, yes.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
What's his name? That sir that won the World Cup for England. That's the board member, and he's been board member for years.
Yeah. Okay.
Ajax Van der Sar. Thank you. He's one of the.
Yeah, because he got experience doing that job.
Yeah, Ajax. Yeah.
Where?
Oliver Kahn is a great example. He worked under someone and he's now taken over that person's job.
Like an apprentice work under someone?
Example.
But that's what we.
Isn't that kind of what Czech's doing, like with Marina and stuff?
Yeah, that's what you said you didn't want.
Yeah, Maldini at AC Milan.
That's a great example to learn under.
Maldini at AC Milan.
It's not really the personnel. It's just if he gets experience
seeing the job. Is really good, but I don't think Ballack should be because he hasn't been at Chelsea to be at that what's the other guys that actually was mentioned?
Paul Campbell.
Who?
He's around a lot.
What's his name? I don't want Zola. I don't want Zola.
No.
Actually,
Zola wouldn't be too bad.
No. I'll take that back.
But I think he likes.
I don't want Zola near coaching staff. I don't want Zola to be a coach because I think he's a horrible coach. Or
why do you think he's a horrible coach?
Yeah, I don't think he's a good coach.
I thought he did good under Sarri when he's like assistant and stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem. He said a lot. Yes, Drogba will be great.
I was just about to say he's the one. Yes, because again, he has experience being a board member and doing that sort of level of stuff. He has experience doing that. Yes, he is the one person I'll say yes. Because again,
we don't even know the role, though, Scott.
I want to know where Drogba been as a board member.
If you're getting a board member, if you're getting an ex-player in, and the likelihood is it's going to be something
Jimmy Floyd
to do
is not a bad shout.
It's going to be either trying to do something in regards to fans or the playing team. It's going to be to link in some way, which means I want someone who's switched on, like from a common sense point of view, which immediately rules out people like Terry and Lampard for me, and that's why I say Ballack, Drogba, yes. Fabregas, I've heard I'd potentially take if he's gonna, if he's gonna.
That's so sexy.
Retire.
That's sexy for me. Fabregas in the suit.
Yeah, maybe
that's sexy, man.
The thing with Hasselbank is he's a coach at the minute, so it depends whether he wants to leave Burton to come and do it.
Yo, I'm gonna vote for Fabregas from now on.
Why? Because the suit.
Makaleli,
no, I'm saying
Makaleli's already employed.
I just heard how you talked about Stefan.
Makaleli is.
He's the loan manager. He's in charge of all the loans.
I think the reason why I like Fabregas, I've watched him a couple of times as a Pounded on the what's the name as on the TV, and he has knowledge of what as a team more than what as individuals, like how team structures and stuff.
Also, can I? Sorry,
That's actually
Alex, I'm going to
really
do
good
it.
idea.
I'm going to do you and just point out someone in the comments. Dexter, listen to what I said. I said I don't want this to happen. If it happens, I'd prefer someone with common sense. So I'll speak a little bit slower so you understand what I'm saying. I don't want it to happen. If it has to happen, I'd prefer someone with common sense.
Yeah, I don't think you got it.
Can you do any more slower?
I probably could, but I'll lose the will to live halfway through.
Get a whiteboard. Scott, you got a whiteboard there for your camera?
Actually, I wouldn't be up. I will not say no if Czech will become a board member. I will not say no.
He's already halfway there, yeah.
No. I think Czech is actually a really intelligent person, man. Really intelligent.
Yeah, he does. I thought he got some degrees and knows a lot of
Yeah. He went to school when he was playing.
He's super intelligent.
So there was a reason why they were going to work him in there.
I think Fabregas will be perfect, man. His talent ID will be real, and he's smart about the game.
Yeah, exactly. He is. Like I said, I watched his interviews as a Pounded. He actually, why wouldn't put this Fabregas as a scout?
The easiest way.
Well, Chelsea's got a habit of bringing a lot of players back to do roles. I mean, if there's an academically,
that would be sick, wasn't it, Xavi?
Yes.
Shit.
If there's an academic player, just like Czech, and then all you have to do is just show him the role. It's not really how it works. Once he starts to get a bit of experience and knows how everything works, then he's gonna be better than the people there.
There's a dance said
I can't lie. To be fair, thinking about it, go on, Alex.
No. There's a guy said why not Rudy Gullit? And I was like, nah, Gullit is not.
Potentially, but he's with AC Milan at the minute, isn't he? I think he's like a director.
Yeah,
for them,
another person we I will consider as a director is I know he retired from coaching. I don't know if he will do it as a board member or football director. Is a former coach, temporary, Gus Hiddink.
I think he's retired.
He retired from football. I don't know if he that's not a football. He's not a coach.
Yeah, but basically,
I rate him.
I don't know, man. He's in his 70s. I don't think he wants to work again.
If we're having to bring back a former player, I'd just say anyone that isn't English. Genuinely, anyone that isn't English.
Why are you racist about English?
Yeah, because an English person for the English league.
Because of the attitude. Because the attitude of both English players, pundits, coaches, it's all backwards.
I think you're missing the question, Scott. The reason why Todd Bowley is considering for somebody to come into Chelsea's board is to establish Chelsea's identity at the board level. Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I get that. And no, if that's the case, then I definitely don't want someone that's English because I know it's going to end. It's just going to be.
Bigron, thank you, Mutu. I don't think marijuana and coke is legal in UK yet.
Yeah, if it's a case of it's to establish an identity, okay, then I definitely don't want someone that's English. Definitely don't want someone that's English.
What about Paul Mitchell?
He's not going to. I think he's staying at Monaco.
Staying at Monaco.
But if he was available, would you make that?
He's also a director of football. He's not for this board member job.
I would imagine putting
Artyom, I agree with you.
Wanting to use a board member, like an ex-player or something as a board member is mostly just kind of a PR look, just to get somebody who's familiar with the club.
Joe Cole, not bad shouts. Here, Timo Werner, you're spitting some shit today, man.
Oh yeah. Joe Cole's great. As a pundit, he's great. He's great as well.
He's the one that told us really to push for Hazard. Joe Cole.
Yeah.
The one.
Yeah.
You know, it's just somebody who's like familiar with the club and their history, and you put him on the board to sort of like just.
No, Anelka is too controversial. Anelka will say shit. It will bring more.
Yeah, we don't.
Had a good doco if you guys seen it.
Deco.
Documentary.
Oh fuck! I thought you said Deco. Cavallo is already employed somewhere, and I think Cavallo looking for a coaching job.
Cameron Weeks says, I agree that players should not be board members but ambassadors for the club. With Czech, you have to respect him bringing in a player like Mendy. As board members, it all depends on their fucking roles and responsibilities, really. Yeah. In terms of scouting, some could be good, some could be really shit. You just have to look at their past recommendations. Like, Czech would be very good in that sort of role. You said Fabregas as well. He's shown decent talent idea over the last few years. Balak, I don't really know too much about in terms of his ID.
Yeah, Balak takes sometimes, like when he's a pounded, Balak takes sometimes. First of all, he never gets the score correct. Every time he gets somebody's score, he's losing, and Chelsea's losing. Like, I literally stopped following him because it's on my timeline, and every time I see I was like, for fuck's sake, we're going to lose. Every time. If people don't believe me, just pay attention to the Balak's tweets when he tries to guess the score, game score. Worst takes. Makaleli is ambassador already. By the way, I think Peter Cech is not a bad shout if he will transition.
Yeah, I think Makaleli is the loan director.
Yeah, he's in charge of like all the loans and stuff, and keeping an eye on them when they're out online.
Wayne Bridge.
Christ, no.
Conflict of interest.
SCN.
Nah,
SCN is not. Rude Hullett, Ashley Cole, Good Johnson. I feel like you guys are just naming random players.
Look. Just
now you're just naming everybody.
I'm just gonna throw it.
I'll say Papi Kilaboji.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say as like a. But look at this. What if what's his name? We'll build the team like we'll build the board of director like this. Like Peter Cech is the director. Fabregas is the guy that's in charge of scouting.
Wait, you need to go through the defenders first.
Joe Cole, somebody put Diego Costa. That would be funny. The guy that can put two English words together.
We ain't recruiting.
He's like, we go to war. We go to war. To the board members. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, Peter Cech, director. Fabregas is the scouting, the head of a scouting department. Joe Cole on loans and stuff, between Tuchel and stuff. Dude, we can build a really good board out of our former players. Bring him back. Do you even know where he is, man? Why he's been out of job for so long? Why he got fired from Monaco? People just... Dembele, love Dembele, man. Love Dembele.
Yeah, big up. Right. Yeah, I think.
Rudiger.
Rudiger. We can talk about him quickly before we wrap up the stream. Obviously, the move to Real Madrid is now all signed, sealed. They've made the announcement. The first defender to officially leave Chelsea Football Club. Huge shame, really, but. Leaves on good terms at the very least. Favorite Rudiger moments, guys? Let us know in the comments section. And big up Johnny saying Lukaku accepting 135k, desperate to leave, and I'm hearing fans want to give him a chance. For fuck's sakes, Gaffer doesn't want him. End of.
Okay,
fairness, that was just Chris.
At
the end of the window, though. Have to wait and see, bruv. But
the UCL tackle.
If Lukaku does leave, I will have to lose your number, Johnny, respectfully. But big up yourself anyway, my guy.
But Lewis,
but who said he accepted this low deal anyway? I don't even know like who said it.
Apparently, personal terms have been agreed.
Yeah, it's like apparent, but like I don't know. If it's like
it's all about Inter and Chelsea now. Lukaku's like happy to go back, 100%.
Yeah, I mean,
he might be okay with it, but like. I think he's still like fine leaving, like staying at Chelsea. Like It would keep
Okay,
him.
so Johnny was just talking about Chris then, basically.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The only one in here is like wants to keep him around.
I keep him for
I
another
still don't
I
get
was going to
Chris.
say I wouldn't mind keeping him, not because I think he's good enough, but because he's not. Just because I don't want our strikers next year to be Havertz and Brozier.
Wait, aren't any of you guys worried that some of his form
God forbid it will be
is
that
related to dressing room issues?
Fuck that. Fuck
Yeah.
that. I am
You
so
tell me you don't want
excited
Brozier
if that
to goal?
happens. I am so excited if we will. For me, the biggest thing is if Lukaku goes, there's a chance Brozier is not getting sold. That's all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
take
too bothered
that.
if Brozier got sold.
I don't care. I don't care.
What?
I don't care. I don't care.
Chris,
I want Brozier to stay and
Well, if I've
Lukaku
got
to
like
go.
30 million, I'll take it.
what's wrong with you, Chris?
What's wrong with you? Do you got STDs from those sheep?
I will take Lewandowski, but like if it's
You
not
know,
Lewandowski, I'll keep
you
Lukaku.
know, I'll give
second.
you a medical advice, Chris. Untreated, what's that disease? Fuck, that my ADHD
You don't
is
even
again.
remember.
No,
Just tell me what it starts with.
that ADHD is not kicking in yet. What's the penicillin treated?
Are they all penicillin?
It comes back.
Gonorrhea?
Johnny, I will take Lewandowski over
STD.
Lukaku. If not him, I'll keep Lukaku.
The
because he's
penis
still our
disease.
best
What's
finisher.
that? Syphilis. For
gonorrhea.
fuck's sake,
Chris.
syphilis. If untreated syphilis, it actually kills you. It kills your brain. I think you need to go to the doctor, man. Because
No, but I'm just saying, if we actually got off
No,
like
but
30 to 40
hold on,
minutes,
Alex,
I'm taking it. I can't lie.
But Chris
But why?
ain't having no sex.
You what?
Chris ain't having no sex.
What do you mean? Those
That's what he's.
you telling me those sheep are very lonely?
Chris doesn't have sex with people.
Right. With
Oh,
sheep,
Chris,
yeah?
come back.
That's
You gotta explain.
crazy.
You gotta explain. How,
I need to go that
there's-
far. Don't hate me, Chris.
Chris, there's a player in Brozier that at 20 years old, scoring and doing well in the EPL. So it's not like in another league. You don't have to talk about. You don't have to turn into an accountant and start talking about taxes about other leagues. Right?
Four of those teams
He's doing it in the EPL.
Where is this
Four
report from?
four of those teams literally don't, but go off.
Bro, no one brought Mount into the conversation, my guy. Also, for your sake, I hope you don't join any of those teams.
Yo, did y'all see that howler? He
Long
said
week
Mel
for
is
you
more
for that.
talented than
Big up my guy every time.
Yeah, because he's fucking tapped in the head. That's why.
Oh my days, Scott.
So it's United, City, and Liverpool that were the three big teams that wanted Mount then, because I know that link came out like a month or two ago. Bayern though, it's Barca and Real Madrid. Yeah, that would be a bigger shock. But yeah, I think we'll wrap up the stream here. I don't think there's much else to go into. Seeing as we now just delved into trying to figure out whether Chris has syphilis.
Clubs going after Mount. We're not gonna talk about those.
I mean, we went on about Man United. We said
Allow
like
it, man. That was yesterday,
100,
bro.
120 million. I'd be okay with him going for that price, but I don't think anyone buys him for that.
By the way, Lingard, would you consider for free?
No, please.
Let's go.
Lingard.
In.
Fuck.
No,
because
Lingard. I think he has
come in.
No. You laugh at me for Brozier? You laugh at me for Brozier?
Yeah, I laugh at you, Brozier, but Lingard is better than your boy Werner. I'll tell you
Oh
that
my
much.
god, stop that. Stop
No,
that.
Right,
I'm saying
but
He is.
No, I'm not saying there's a
Lingard.
start. Guys,
You waste,
look.
man. Don't make me
Hold on a
expose
second.
Samson Merchant,
Hold on a second. We keep saying our bench is shit. We don't have a quality bench.
He ain't good enough for the bench.
That's why he ranks pretty high.
He's not good enough for our bench either.
I think in attack though we have those suitable squad replacements. Like in attack.
They got my G Saint.
What do you mean? Ziyech isn't good enough. You know, Pulisic is hit and miss.
I think Ziyech is better than
Werner's not good enough. Lukaku's not good enough.
Werner, you have a
Even Havertz is hit and miss.
Hey, Xavi, don't make me expose your message, bro.
Wait, you want to get rid of like people like Timo or
Go
even
ahead,
Ziyech
you
maybe,
snitch.
but you want to bring on Lingard for bench.
Mate.
Hold on a second. You will.
Hold on,
not
I
take
think
Timo
Ziyech is
Werner
going to push for a
Lingard?
move. Not that we want to keep
Who's
him.
Lingard
better? Who's better,
is
Lingard or Timo Werner?
Timo Werner by a mile.
What was that? Lingard or what?
We haven't even debated that.
Lingard.
Timo Werner helped us win the
Lingard.
Champions League. What the fuck has Lingard done?
Lingard.
You
He's
can't
so
measure
cold.
that. He hasn't been at the club.
Shit.
You measure him by individual player, and how's he going to fit the system?
I can't believe it.
I
really
heard that, you snake.
Lingard is better at scoring goals.
Look, Lingard has a mad of the
Because I
finish
have a
of the ball.
preference. I'll
What we
expose
missing?
myself.
What the fuck?
That's not no secret.
No, I still think AC will, like my prediction before the season starts last season. Rudiger goes. Christensen
Never
stays.
again, bro.
If AC stays, a lot of you better mute me, bruv. A lot of you better
Yeah.
mute me, unfollow me, block me.
I don't have to
You
mute
you
you.
haven't
not
seen
by his
Shameless
choice,
yet,
mate.
bruv.
That's not his
You ain't
choice.
seen Shameless yet. I'ma come out on the
I don't
street
have to
smoking
mute
a
you
cigar
because he's
and
not
telling
gonna
everyone to
play.
hold that.
He's still on maternity leave.
That's
He-
fair,
he
Lewis,
might-
because
he
when
doesn't
he's
do
holding that
No,
bastard shirt, people are going to be
wanna
tagging you in
see-
it.
I actually want to see what people think. Timo Werner or Lingard.
Lingard.
How can you say
I want to see,
Lingard?
like, seriously.
Oh
if
my God.
somebody will, Jesse Lingard
And you
over.
I
lot
say,
laugh at me
look,
saying
it's a
Bro,
Champions
you're
League.
quick to get rid of Broja. What are you talking about, Chris?
Yeah, Boja for 40 million.
Yeah,
And you laugh at
everybody.
that.
Look,
Yeah,
look.
40 million for Werner. We
Everybody
get our
was
money back.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
everybody
that
was
though.
laughing at me in the beginning of the season that I wanted that West Ham player. Every one of you,
You guys-
every one of fucking you, and now we're saying like, oh, he's not that bad. I will think of like he can make it Chelsea. Every
I've watched
one of
Lingard
you.
for years.
Who said we think we would make it? We're just saying who's better.
No.
Lingard, I would see like 28. He's done nothing. Nothing in those 28
Chris
years.
is
He's done nothing.
Chris
He
is
got
offended
West
because
Ham
you're
at
talking
top.
about Werner.
Hold on a second. Hold on a
How
How old
second.
is Werner, bro?
No.
25.
Hold on a
No,
second.
he's 25 when he came.
Hold on. Chris, I'll tell you a secret. He got West Ham at top 4, which we got same.
Actually, Lingard's 29. My bad. Not 28. He's almost 30. You're telling me that.
He's better than Werner.
He's
No.
not better. He's
Yes,
not.
he is. Yes, he is.
He's
Hold
not.
on.
He has
Werner's
more-
Werner's 26.
Back in
He
2
has
minutes.
more
Yeah.
He has more
No.
technical ability
And Werner's
than
done a
Werner.
lot more.
Piscota.
What do you mean Werner's? What has Werner
Werner,
done?
Werner helped
I'm your
Leipzig
daddy.
in the
He's
Bundesliga, I
had
could say.
one good season.
Werner helped Chelsea in the Champions League win it.
I-
could say.
I'm sure,
Oh,
Chris,
but
if I
Lingard
look
helped,
up
West
Lingard's
Ham
goals
before,
in the
that's
EPL versus Werner's goals in the EPL, Lingard's going to come out on top. Easy. For the games he's played. We can agree on that, yeah?
And also,
what?
Werner,
Without even looking?
Werner, it wasn't just Werner that won us the Champions League as well.
I said he helped. I didn't say he's the main
Look,
reason, by the way.
okay.
Okudoku
Let's
is the
go.
most
Let's go to
flip-flop
the back. What
guy
I
I've
was saying.
ever
Let's
heard.
go to the back.
Come
What
on,
I was
flip-flop.
saying.
I didn't say he's a goal scorer.
Okudoku, go away
Then
with
why did we buy him?
No, I still want to know if you will take. It's the matter of the depth of the squad. I will take Lingard as a squad player and challenge for the first place. For the first
Yeah,
team.
he'll definitely do that with
He'll
these
definitely do that.
players. 100%.
I would not touch half
Wait,
Lingard in
what
this
ways,
squad.
though?
No,
What
what
ways?
about if he sat on the
Chris,
bench
I
and
will-
put
Wages
Werner
won't
in
be
his
too
spot?
high, probably.
Chris, I will not trust what you touch. So
Of course. Let me guess.
But I like
sheep in
this
your head
Chris.
still,
Chris is
rent-free.
rude. I thought Chris liked every player, like he had some kind of sympathy.
I've
But
watched
he went ruthless on Broja and then like Lingard
No,
and
but it's not about being ruthless. I'm just saying, like, if 40
No, I
million
like it,
came
Chris.
from, I would accept it. You guys would accept Mason Mount getting sold?
No. I said no.
Most
We
you were
had a
saying
vote,
that.
remember?
Yeah, most people saying yes to Mason Mount getting sold, and I thought, okay, that's fine.
Bro,
That's your
bro,
No, I
opinion.
thought there was a lot of
and
no's in there.
Except for Alexander- Yeah.
Me and Declare said no.
Yeah, for like 120 minutes. Yeah, that's
And
fine.
me
I
and
said
Alex
200.
are the ones disagreeing with you.
Yeah. I said most because it was most, including me. I would sell Mason Mount for 120 million too.
Nah, see, look, I don't know if you guys like don't care about potential improvement. Like Broja could, you know what he's doing at his age, that he could do a lot better and he could become a better player. Do you know what I mean? Like Lingard and Werner, alright, that argument, these guys aren't, they're in their peak. That's a different argument. But Mount and Broja, they're going to become better than they are already.
And also, yeah, Broja's better than
People
Werner.
question when people saying in the chat, Q is 5 years old. Dude, list mine is 5 years old. Yours, it can't be found.
I'm not.
Can't be
I would say
found.
at least Alex ain't the one comparing Mason Mount to one of the greatest ever players to ever play
Yeah.
against football.
Fucking idiot. Whatever.
Hey, chill. That's not be fuck's sake.
So most of you will take
Seriously.
Lingard in this squad.
I'm gonna take
No.
Ames.
Timo Werner. I
That's
mean,
not
Lingard,
what I was
Nunez.
saying.
That's
I
what
I
I'm
mean
will
putting there.
take versus Timo Werner. That's
I was
what
going
I'm
to say,
saying.
I mean this with all the power in my being. Timo Werner is the worst forward I've ever seen us play for this club. He's the
I
worst
beg
forward I've
differ.
ever
I would
seen.
say
play.
Morata was worse.
I don't
Got
think
a
he's the
point.
worst, Scott.
No, he's the worst.
He's like
He is
he's cursed.
absolutely the worst.
Johnny,
Someone put a curse on him.
It's
He's
between
worse.
him and
He
can't
does
be
Pato.
everything
my
right,
son.
and he hit the
He's
post,
worse
and he's
than
offside.
He's
I'm
worse
older
than
than
Morata.
you.
He's worse than Batshuayi.
You say
He's worse than
Morata
all
was
of
a
Wait,
them.
better,
who has more
better player?
who has more
He's worse
quality?
than all of them. He's the worst forward we've ever bought at this football club.
I
Who has
would
more
say Morata's worse, but
who has more
Yeah,
quality?
Morata's
Werner
worse for me.
Werner or Hudson
Yeah.
Odoi?
lost his
Hudson
confidence.
Odoi. It's not even close.
Pato is pretty bad. I don't know why we did that.
Falcao as well. Jesus, you're saying he's what worse than Falcao?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
That's bad.
God, no.
But
We're
you,
not-
Falcao what scored
Hey,
like
Grant,
one or two goals for his
People in
club?
the chat,
Chris,
stop saying
Chris.
that we are going for Lingard. We are
you're
just
missing
making
the
a troll.
point. As a footballer, like the qualities and
Yeah,
attributes they have.
technical
And
ability.
the thing is, with all these other strikers, I can look and see there are other reasons as to why they haven't maybe hit their potential. You look Falcao, the huge injuries just ruined him. Same with Pato, injuries ruined him. Morata, just mentally he wasn't there. You look at who else? Higuain, he was far too he didn't have the
he's
physical capabilities. Werner's a guy who is playing at the best of his abilities most week and is still shit. He's playing at the best of what he can offer most weeks and is still shit.
Someone put a curse on him, Scott.
Yeah, Bundesliga.
But I still think Werner has more qualities than people like Ziyech and stuff.
No,
Shut
he
up.
doesn't.
My
He
God.
literally has running in behind. That
You know
is
what
it.
he's trying to do? No,
No.
Scott. You know what he's trying to do? He's
No,
trying
relax,
to piggyback
relax.
me. He's trying
If
to
you
piggyback.
take away Ziyech's left foot, he's so useless on the pitch.
Don't take it seriously. Scott. He's trying to
That-
piggyback.
If
Yeah,
I take
I'm not,
away,
That goes for a lot of players. What are you trying to say?
yeah, if I,
You know, for someone that watches,
if I take away
for
Mendy's
someone that
height,
watches it under
he'll be
11s, not a lot. You know, those kids
No,
don't have
no, relax.
2-footed. You're pretty
Doku,
harsh.
what Pokudoki's gonna play handicap? So you're gonna cut off his left
I was
leg?
going to say, I can do that as well. If I take away Robben's ability to cut inside and shoot with his left foot, then he's shit.
Oh,
But he's one of the
bro,
best
that guy-
wingers to ever play football.
Hold on a
So
second.
what
Big
is
Ron,
this?
are you a United fan?
No, but who?
Big Ron, there's in the chat. I thought he was a
No,
Chelsea
no,
fan.
he's a Chelsea fan, I think.
Alex, I get your
As a
point.
United fan.
As a United fan, I'm
Go ahead.
I thought he was a Chelsea fan. I've tweeted what?
I lost him for that.
Damn. Pokudoki, go ahead and body you.
Got candy?
Wait, did Fab tweet something?
Yo, wait, Pokudoku, who's the U11 player of the year?
Have they announced that yet?
No, but they don't stuff.
Fucking hell.
What?
Why do you always mention it, man? I only watch one game. Relax yourself.
and then you got
Watch
arrested.
one game. No. Now you
He
said
watched one
you
game
always
and
watch
then
the
he
game.
got arrested.
No.
Oh my God, they banned you, bro. They said if you ever come back
You
here,
wait, you're not allowed to watch him anymore? Is that what
Of
you're
course
saying?
I am. I'm just saying. No.
Okay.
Don't cancel yourself, bro.
I'm not.
You are.
Come on.
Really?
So-
Big Ron did say he's a United fan.
I did not know
Big
that.
Ron says,
I thought he
Alex,
was-
I'm a United fan. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
Chelsea
yeah.
fans' passion. You lot are nutters. See?
Because yeah, he's
Come
always
on,
Chris, you
Chelsea.
see where you put us?
I'll be nothing.
Yeah.
What would I put? Yeah.
You go away, you monster. You monster.
That was set up.
Wait, is that Xavi? What's up, Xavi?
Yeah, the Doku second club was young boys.
Oh fuck, Kai's in here. Yes, Kai. What did I miss?
1-1
Nothing.
Champions.
Johnny's talking shit as usual.
Let's have it right.
Big up Johnny in the comments.
No.
Fuck Johnny in the comments.
Fucking hell, bro. What did I miss? I only went shower.
Kai.
I
who
know
would you
Johnny's
prefer?
not talking about
Lingard
ball
or
like
Timo Werner?
I don't think Kai's here.
Oh, it's not.
Yo,
he joined
he
on
said he
mute.
don't even want to answer
Lewis,
you, bro.
Lewis,
He said he don't even answer you.
Would you who would you take at Chelsea? Timo Werner or Lingard?
Lingard.
Fuck's sake.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I can't believe that. I really. You don't want.
Thank you. I mean,
I'm thoroughly disappointed at you.
I will take.
He'll take away the £100.
I'm actually in a bit of a
I'll
disbelief.
take
Like
Declared
most
up
you.
front.
Oh my god.
I don't even know whether you're good or not, Declared, but like,
shit, what's
the
up,
bar's
Kai?
low.
You can't be worse. You can't be worse than Timo
Shut
Werner.
up, man. How we
Exactly.
Now, Timo,
Timo Werner, the numbers are 15 assists last season when he had a full season, 12 goals. Worse than
here we
Lingard.
go. 12 goals.
This is why football.
I didn't even
is
look at
more
the
than
numbers.
stats. It's about eye test.
Yes, Carlsy.
So
Yeah, but Luke,
I'm guessing you all agree Messi's a better player than Ronaldo, right?
Winter Surfer
Yeah, and there's an
comment
eye
to
test.
speak.
There's an eye test too with
Winter Surfer
Lukaku. I'm
comment
never
to
saying
speak.
perfect.
yeah, but Havertz passes the eye test, doesn't he?
Hello,
No, he doesn't.
señoras.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry.
He doesn't pass the
Yeah,
eye
he
test.
Havertz-
What are you guys?
Hey,
I will
hey,
take
hey,
one
hey,
of Chris Sheep's.
He has
He
more
doesn't
goals
pass
than
the
Mount.
eye test, and he
But
don't
he has
pass stats.
Lewis, but he has more goals than Mount. What does that mean?
Kai, I don't care. They're both
I-
What does that mean, bro?
Congratulations! I said Mount has been fucking inconsistent this season
Yeah.
too. He's just been
That's
slightly more
you, bro.
consistent than
That's
Havertz.
you, bro. But our fan base are saying he's amazing. He had an amazing season, bro.
Yeah,
So,
but I don't
Because
speak
that's
on this fan base. I
Is that
represent my own opinions and nothing else.
Wait,
Wait,
Lewis
when
might
you say
not.
Thank
this
you,
No,
fan
for
base,
having
you
me on,
just
Lewis. I just got
it's
home,
not
so
a
I'm gonna
fan
eat
base,
something. I'll
it's
be
just
back.
one
Yeah,
person.
say Lewis might not
When
be
you talk
on.
about Mason Mount, you have to
Lewis
also
might not speak on his fan base. I'll speak on his fan base. It's fucking tapped.
No,
It's
I
just
don't
for the
speak on
sentiment.
behalf of the fan base.
Oh, okay. I thought you were speaking.
No.
about
There's only one person. Stop saying fan base. Fan base is all, but it's just one person.
Lewis, put Chelsea
It's
fan
a,
base comment up.
it's a Johnny.
It's a lot from Johnny, but there are other people as well.
You just see
There
his
are a
comments
bunch
when
of
he
other people
tweets,
as well.
bro.
That's poor.
That is Paul, yeah. Hold
Nah, he knows ball. He knows ball.
Who?
No, he doesn't.
Someone who said they'll take Colwell over Maldini. I don't agree with that personally. Maldini's one of the best defenders of all time. I don't know what you're doing about that. I respect your
Who
opinion
said
as a loyal commentator.
Don't take no advice from Devlin and
Chelsea
DCK.
fanatic. Nothing wrong with him, but fair enough.
To be fair, Poku Joku wasn't.
Joku is a
even alive.
predator.
Right. Anything else anyone wants to go through? Because I'm going to wrap up the stream in about 3 minutes to go, Jim.
God
Who's
save
Jim?
the Queen.
Huh? Oh, Jim's a
Save
cool
Jim.
guy.
Oh, okay.
Personal trainer.
Does he show you his hands
He
behind?
guy.
Personal.
See,
Does
God,
he
this is
say?
why-
Does he
this
do
is why I
this,
want
Lewis?
you to Kai. This
Lewis.
is why you need
No.
Lewis, put me on the
people,
big
man.
screen.
Well,
Okay,
nah,
cool.
last time you said that, you had shit on your hands. So
Does your personal trainer saying this thing? Can you feel my hand? Can you feel my hand inside you?
Huh?
Wave it like that.
Inside what?
in your
Inside what?
come on, you have something wrong with you, Alex.
No. Does your personal trainer says, "Do you feel me? Do you feel my hands?" You says, "You can." Never mind. Fucking never mind. English. English.
End the stream.
I am so confused.
Yeah. Me too. I was trying to say a joke, but
You're
it doesn't
too
translate
Poku
in
Joku.
English.
You make
for
it
me.
worse, man.
Sorry, that
No
comment
worries.
is bad, by the way.
I'm
Look
gonna
at old-
get changed.
Look at old Joe's
Yeah,
comment.
let's end this stream. Let's
Who?
let's do this.
No,
Old Joe.
the joke in
OLJO.
English.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
I debate it.
Man said compensation.
Chris will
The
take
joke,
it from
the joke was not. I've tried to
No, I ain't
translate
taking
the
that.
joke in English, but it didn't work.
Chris, you would take that from him to stay at the club.
No. See, I'm fine with him leaving as well. Like 40, 50 minutes, like I wouldn't care.
Let's end the stream, man.
20
Let's end
million
the
am I
stream.
taking?
Let's end the stream. Let's end the stream. Let's end the stream. Before this thing.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll end the stream then. No worries. Big up everyone that's locked in. As always, smash the like and subscribe button. Go AM. That's not a very necessary
That's-
comment, but big up
Exactly.
yourself.
My
anyway.
joke was missed, same as Timo Werner's. Shots.
Ha! Yeah, you know what? That one slapped. Right, we'll be back probably on Monday. But yeah, big up everyone that's locked in, or Sunday, depending on the content over the weekend. But big up everyone. Smash the like and subscribe button. We will leave you with the European champions. And until the next stream, take care, like and subscribe, and as always, up the Chelsea. See.